But first, I thought it was important that as we kind of started off the year, that we kind of take a moment, take today. And I want us all, whether you're a freshman, a senior, a grad student, even faculty and staff, we want to take just some time today to ask the question, why? Why do we do the things that we do here in chapel? Chapel's a tradition since the beginning of the university, and yet a lot of times we just get caught up in the rhythm of doing the things that we always do, and we don't always ask ourselves the question of why. And so before we even go into a time of worship this morning, I thought it was important that we ask ourselves, why do we worship when we come here? Why do we choose to do that? Why do we do that twice a week? Man, we go to church, we do all these other things, there's worship happening around campus, but why do we intentionally decide to worship when we come into chapel? And so I thought, who better to ask than our amazing worship director herself, Kimmy Simon. And so, Kimmy, I just want to give you a chance just to kind of share your heart of, hey, whether you're a freshman, a senior, you've been here for years, or this is your first year, like, why do we come in here and worship? Why is it important that we all, even in the midst of classes and busyness and stress, why do we choose to worship?
Yeah, it's a great question. And I think we all have the understanding that worship goes beyond music, right? It's a lifestyle, but really worship in the context of music is an amazing way that we can worship the Lord and ascribe him worship. But there's really three directions that we can focus on in worship, and it takes the example of the cross. It's vertical, first and foremost, that we're giving him praise. We're giving him and ascribing him the worth that he's deserved. And when we do that, something changes on the inside of us. But worship is also horizontal. We come together. Yes, we want to have that secret time of worship of just us and the Lord and even having that vertical time corporately. But something happens when we come together and we collectively and in unity worship the Father of all of us, the creator of heaven. It unifies us, and we can have faith together. We can believe for things together. But then also the third direction is internal. This is whenever we're singing something and it's like, man, that perfectly articulates what I've been walking through. That perfectly is describing the season that I'm in with the Lord. And when that happens, there's so much freedom that comes. There's so much breakthrough that can come. And so worship is first and foremost giving God glory and giving him praise because he's worth it. He doesn't need our worship, but he wants it. And it's the one thing that we can give a God who has everything. But it's also horizontal, so we can come together in unity, glorify him, and then internally be changed by it.
That's awesome. I think that's a great perspective. Can we give it up for our worship team that leads us? They're incredible.